Soldiers on bicycles patrolling Chitwan National Park. It's just after dawn. Suddenly, a creature appears. One that looks like something out of Jurassic Park, a one-horned rhinoceros. Rhinos are targeted by poachers. Of the mere 2,500 left in the world, about a fifth of them live here in Chitwan National Park. The park extends over nearly 1,000 square kilometers, which makes it one of the largest protected areas in Nepal. The army monitors the river as well. A close encounter with a mugger crocodile. Conservation expert Diwakar Chapagain is an advisor to the army. He says gharials are now extremely rare as their eggs are often stolen from their nests.
The park have like a breeding center, so they breed there. They artificially breed there and keep up to like 2 to 3 years, and once it is like in between 2 to 3 years, then they release in the wild.
Last year, according to its own records, Nepal lost no big game to poachers. The country is considered an international role model when it comes to species protection. Success first came through the mass deployment of the army, as here in Chitwan, where every day about 1,500 soldiers search the park for poachers. Smart patrolling. Mobile phones with GPS record what areas are searched and when. Cell phones and digital cameras, expensive technology in the fight against poachers. Both the equipment and soldiers' training were funded by the World Wildlife Fund in Nepal. The past few days haven't turned up much, only a few people collecting firewood. In future, drones will also be deployed to monitor the depths of the forest. The Bengal tiger. There are plenty of pictures and signposts about them. But their tracks are rarely found. Animal carcasses are evidence that the tigers are around, even if they're not visible in the tall grass on the riverbanks. But they're often caught by camera traps. Worldwide, there are only about 3,000 tigers still living in the wild. A good 120 of them live in Chitwan, and that number is rising.
When I just saw these photographs, I was so amazed looking at this. Look at this majestic creature. It just grabs the wild boar, another principal prey species of tiger for in Chitwan National Park. The habitat that is still we do have, that is sufficient for doubling the tiger. Means Nepal can achieve the doubling the tiger.
Species protection in the national park works only because people in the surrounding villages also benefit from it. They're allowed to collect firewood, but only in a forest planted specifically for them outside the national park. And they profit from the more than 100,000 tourists who try their luck at getting a picture of the one-horned rhinoceros. Of the €15 entrance fee, half goes to the local population. That pays off. The villagers often help the soldiers. These field workers have reported illegal fishermen. But the real sensation is back at headquarters. The man being led away here is considered Nepal's worst rhinoceros killer. He was captured in Malaysia and handed over to Chitwan. He's said to have killed 22 rhinos. Their horns sell for about €50,000 a kilo in China, where they're used as a treatment for impotence or cancer. Now the alleged poacher faces 15 years in prison. It's a success for the chief warden at Chitwan, who pulled strings behind the scenes. All we find out is that there was a paid informant.
We have to
motivate, we have to mobilize informant properly and then effectively. So that is why we succeed to arrest him. So even he was hiding in Malaysia.
Nepal's most dangerous elephant, in contrast, is still at large, although he's said to have killed 21 people. The mood is tense, even among the soldiers. Durbe is like a ghost that disappears for a long time, then turns up again. Now he's showing interest in this female. But Durbe is afraid of soldiers. The killer elephant was shot once but survived despite the bullets in his body. Why he became so dangerous is unclear.
Generally, elephant is a very wise elephant. I mean, they have some kind of wisdom, Probably it was harmed by some people. Otherwise, unless and until it was harmed by any people, it will not generally attack.
For 3 years, Durbe has behaved himself. Soldiers will no longer shoot at him as long as he remains peaceful. It's the nicest way for the army to protect Nepal's animals, through non-violence.